So now we were talking how a person will remove him from himself the sitra achra. He will follow and redeem his nefesh elokit. He'll escape the clutches of the sitra achra, and he'll finally be able to have reached the point of meshivat nefesh, which is restoring of the soul to its root and its source, and uplift this world, uplift klipat noga. Through following all these ideas until now, to realize that a lot of these things that the Sitra Achra tries to make us do is disgusting and repulsive. You teach yourself to find happiness in the joy of your divine soul. Right? A lot of people, they're looking for happiness and they think it's things, right? And they think new shoes, new car, whatnot makes you happy. And it's fleeting. It'll come and go, and then you'll need a new one. You'll need a new one. You need a new one. Need a new one. And it's like they say that the in physicality, the empty cup is what holds. Okay, so if you want to fill, the cup needs to be empty. A lot of times, gashmiut, you always feel empty. You fill it, and then you feel empty. You fill it, empty. You fill it. By spirituality, the cup that's full holds more. If cup is empty, it gets so much. If it's full, it's going to accept more. Meaning, when you have a lot of holiness, a lot of Torah, it's easier to get more. And if you're very far, you have little holiness, you have very little Torah, it's very hard to get Torah, very hard to get holiness. So the cup that's full, it receives more. So the Baalei Musar explained, if you look, everybody has a hole inside of themselves. They feel like something's missing. If you fill it with Gashmiut, it's always going to be empty, and you have to refill, and actually it gets deeper and deeper, and you have to fill it with bigger and bigger and bigger. That's why King Solomon said, you have 100, you want 200, you have 200, you want 400. That's how it works. And then by spirituality, though, you fill it and you feel full, and you'll feel full, and you'll be able to get more, and you enjoy it at the same time, but you'll never feel empty. You'll feel always full. Nobody ever learned Torah, and afterwards, wow, I feel empty. I feel like
you want more and more.
You want more, but I feel good about what I did. I feel proud about what I did, right? As opposed to if I got new shoes and I see my friend's new shoes that came out, right, the newer version, so I feel like I have nothing. Like that. What I have is meaningless. Then it feels empty again, right? So you have to learn to be happy from spiritual things, right?
Look in your own plate.
There's certain things that are no price. It's priceless, right? Imagine a guy comes to you and says, listen, my son, he should follow Torah and Mitzvot and respect me. It's priceless. You can't buy that in the store, right? That my wife should value me and I should have shalom bayit and normal conversation with her. That's priceless. You can't buy that in the store, right? Or let's say that I should know what it means, the privichka of waking up on time and having a schedule and being and thinking, following the Torah and being honest in business. These are things you can't buy in the store. You just can't. It's priceless. It's things that are acquired, life lessons you learn and you build yourself to get to that point, right? So those things, when you reach those big life steps and you reach that situation where your life is holding by that level, so that gives you tremendous joy. They say that people think that joy is when you get something, is when you have this big item or you have things, and really that we came to this world to work, and one of the happiest people is the person who enjoys the process. What does it mean enjoy the process? He has a big goal. He's a big CEO, right? Every day he wakes up. Why do you wake up? You have hundreds of millions of dollars. You could go home, retire, and you have money for 5 generations right now. Just put everything in an S&P, and you're good till put everything in an account, let it accrue interest, and you're good. Dividends. No. I wake up, makes me happy. I'm excited every day. Why? You have money. It's the doing, it's the accomplishing, it's the getting more, and the back and forth, the struggle, overcoming, and thinking of solutions, how to solve all these problems. I'm engaged. So I told them, you could change all these things, and instead of opening a new branch, you'll start a new Gemara. And then instead of hiring a new employee, you get excited and learn new halacha. And these kind of things. The process of learning and growing your neshama also, it gives you that joy as well. It's just a matter of, tomatoes. What do you want to choose? You deal with whatever it is. Obviously spirituality is much better than gashmiut. But the point is, there's two types of people. There's the people who think things will make them happy, or life situations or process of life is what's going to make them happy. So when you appreciate the process, right? You have people today paying top dollar, $200 a month, $250 a month to go to top level gyms, right? And what do? I go there and I pay them money to let me lift heavy things, and I break myself and I cry afterwards how much I'm in pain, and I have to buy all this gear and drinks and rest and eat properly, and just for me to lift and scream and yell over there and hurt myself. Oh, why are you paying so much money for that? You don't understand. Through hurting myself, through pushing myself, I'm going to become stronger, I'm going to become healthier, I'm going to see results. You got to trust the process, they say. It's the same thing over here. That a person has to learn to enjoy and to appreciate working on yourself and gaining spiritual gains, not physical gains, spiritual gains, and that will make you simhat nefesh. That's going to be a deeper fulfillment, because things can fulfill you lightly. When you grow as a person and you learn what it means to have shalom bayit, a meaningful relationship, you raise your son to be a Talmid Chacham, and he knows what life's really about. He becomes bar mitzvah, and he knows he does things even without you telling him. That's a joy that you cannot buy anywhere. That's a joy of the soul. It's a joy of that your nefesh elokit will make you feel that much more fulfilled. Therefore, he says, this frame of mind will be easy and straightforward path. Now, with this in mind, that you have the happiness and the joy of your soul, you'll be able to fulfill loving your fellow like you love yourself. Now, what happens? A lot of people, they don't love themselves. They're not happy with themselves. So imagine you're not happy, and I tell you, you don't love yourself, but you have a mitzvah to love your neighbor. I don't even love myself. I can barely have patience for myself. Patience for the other guy. I don't know how to give a compliment to myself. I give a compliment to the other guy. I can't stand when I make a mistake, and I'm so hard on myself. I'm going to go, and the other guy's going to make a mistake. I'm going to be easygoing with him. So therefore, he says, once a person is be able to be happy with himself, a real happiness, then he'll be able to follow and to do v'afterecha kamocha. Once you separate from sitra achra and you start valuing the divine soul, nefesh ruach mi yodeh gedulatan ma'atan, for the soul and the spirit, you realize their greatness and where it comes from. So then he says, and you realize that all souls are equal. And just like I appreciate my soul, I have to appreciate the other person's soul. Why is there no achdut? There's no achdut because we see each other as bodies, and we look at physical gains before spiritual gains. You understand? So you tell a guy, listen, get this customer. Let's say you have a partner, right? Your partner doesn't know a lot of Torah, but you know a lot of Torah. So listen, there's a client. Give him his price. He wants $2,000 less. Give it to him. You don't understand. We're gonna get him in. We're gonna start doing bigger things, and we're gonna make money here, make money here. He's gonna need us for all the other services. No, I want the $2,000. Who is he to say, right? So he's thinking too small. He's thinking about right now, and therefore we lose. But really, I'm looking at a bigger thing, right? And there's so much more to gain here. Same thing over here. When a person is dealing with somebody else physically, there's a lot of obstacles physically, and therefore it puts me and him at a distance. But if I look at him, neshama, I look at it in the bigger scheme of things. We're all sons of Hashem. We all have holy souls. You have a mission, and I have a mission. I have to help you fulfill your mission to give honor to Hashem, and you have to help me fulfill my mission to give honor to Hashem. So forget all this stuff on the side, all these physical obstacles. We have something bigger going on. For the sake of our spiritual missions, throw all those things on the side. Problem is, it's very hard to have after kamocha when the other guy doesn't think like how you're thinking. You think big, you think about spirituality, you think about mitzvot, and he's thinking about how to make $10 off of you. Understand? So it's very hard. But the person has to know that if someone messes you over, and someone does something wrong to you, and someone's acting like an idiot with you, okay, so he has no da'at, and at the end of the day, they only have permission to hurt you because Hashem sent them as a shaliach. If you didn't deserve it, you wouldn't have got through it. But the point is that you have to have that mentality regardless of other people don't. But when other people start being happy with themselves, appreciating they have a neshama, appreciating spirituality or physicality, after Recha Kamocha will be a walk in the park. Baruch Adonai Olam.